permission to come aboard.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Hello there, and welcome back to the show. Unfortunately, like in the real world, a superhero isn't going to come save you like Aquaman. If you've been following the trending news, you probably know about the story of the Titan submarine, the Ocean Gate Titan submarine that went missing Sunday last week. And I'm recording this at about 7 o'clock on Thursday. Just received news, breaking news, missing sub update. Debris has been found by the US Coast Guard near the Titanic wreckage in the search for the missing submersible. This confirms what we discussed for 8 hours. The carbon fiber hull of the submersible imploded, killing everyone on board instantly. That's rough. That's seriously rough. So debris has been found. That's what we know. If you're not familiar with the story, this is the Titan submarine. It went missing on Sunday morning. 8 o'clock it went into the water. About 9:45 they lost communication. And that's it. And it's been, people were stuck in a submersible in this little thingy for 4 or 5 days. There were 5 people inside. They had enough oxygen for 96 hours. That oxygen ran out at about 3 or 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. The hope was that they were still inside. They had maybe just veered off course and they were hanging on, hoping to people to find them, and they just couldn't do it because the ocean is insanely big. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, people gave up hope. They didn't stop searching. Now we know what happened.
That's crazy. The government doesn't lie to people.
I don't think that actually happened. If they found debris, it could have happened on their way down as they were, descending to the Titanic. Also, it's one of my biggest fears: the depth and the complete unknown, the deep dark of the ocean. I find it scary. Also, confined spaces. Good Lord, it's like the two worst things everywhere. It's like being covered in spiders and snakes at the same time. It's insane. That's hectic. Everybody's been watching this with hope, holding their breath, hoping that, they'd find these guys. And unfortunately, this is a rough one. Condolences to the families. A couple of things though. Well, the first is the fact that experts raised safety concerns about the Ocean Gate years before the Titanic sub vanished. Apparently as far as back as 2018, going, there's some things not kefir. Need to fix it. They didn't.
An experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign?
We only have one button, that's it. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on!
You're still going to be safe.
There's a couple of other things. It looks like stuff's just been sort of makeshift put together. You're buying random parts from different places. You've got...
you're putting construction pipes as ballast.
I don't know if I'd use that description of it.
You're cutting corners. Just a matter of time before shit went south. And it had. This is exactly what happened. Unfortunately. And also there's another aspect to this, which was it takes the concept of get woke, go broke to the next level. And as a South African, living through, 17 years of blackouts, the party in charge of government right now, the ANC, when they did this, they started firing because of diversity. This kind of thing happens. Titanic CEO didn't hire 50-year-old white guys because they weren't inspirational.
There are other sub-operators out there, but they typically have gentlemen who are ex-military submariners, and you'll see a whole bunch of 50-year-old white guys. I wanted our team to be younger, to be inspirational.
Oh, fuck me, really? Jesus, words come back to haunt you. This is the weird thing about this. Was he doing it initially, making these statements, cool, he'll get some traction, some publicity because of it, because he's a expedition company that's being diverse and hiring people that aren't experts, instead of getting 50-year-olds who are experts in the field of, maintaining, designing, looking after these things. You've got new people who don't have the experience, but you're picking diversity and sort of intersectional ideology over things that work, and then it bites you in the ass.
You're still going to be safe.
There's something about this whole vibe of like just tempting fate, you know, because you go and name your submarine the Titan, pretty much meaning the same as Titanic, which is, you know, strong, indestructible. The kind of exact same thing that happened to the Titanic happens to your submarine, where, I mean, the official story, which is that the person who built the Titanic, the person in charge who paid for it, was cutting corners, rivets, all this type of stuff. There's documentary after documentary of it, where they took corners and eventually they hit something as mediocre as an iceberg. Not that it's mediocre, but, you know, was it the turn? Was it they didn't turn in time? Did they not look? Blah, 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 blah. They didn't use the right kind of metal. They used cheap metal. That's sort of the official story. But again, it shows you that history always ends up repeating itself. People don't end up learning from their mistakes, or like looking at history and going, they make the same mistakes as they have before. Those who fail to look at history are doomed to repeat it. Butchering that, but anyway.
Yes, you did.
And then there's one other thing I wanted to just touch on before I go. And I noticed this thing where you see a lot of people making memes about it. And I think it's like, as a South African, I really get it, because we'll look at this terrible situation and take, for example, blackouts. We've got 12 hours of blackouts every day, and we make light of it. We keep finding the joke in that. It's the only way to carry on. And you'll see that on the internet. People are making funny memes. Yeah, a lot of it's edgy. A lot of it's like, yo, it's getting dark. And I'm going like, cool, humor, it's fine. But then there's another aspect which I just find utterly just disgusting and sick, where people are celebrating the fact that their people in the submarine died. They're celebrating the fact that these people have died only because they're rich, which is just absolutely gross. It's like, you're stupid. This shows you how indoctrinated into an ideology of Marxism or intersectionality you are, that you hate these people and you'd celebrate death. I wouldn't celebrate the death of anybody.
We are not the same.
I support free speech. So do whatever you want. But at least I know who you are, because it's just not cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. And I wanted to end off with one little thing. There's a whole bunch of cool conspiracies out about, you know, what could have happened. I don't know, maybe aliens abducted him, they escaped. It's not really the breed. Who knows what it is? I'm thinking maybe doing a follow-up next week. If you've got some epic conspiracies of what could have happened here, please drop in the comments.
5 hours later.
So just a quick Friday morning update. It turns out that there's a little bit more to the submarine story. Well, breaking, the top US Navy detection system designed to spot enemy submarines first heard the Titan's implosion days ago, apparently somewhere on Sunday. Well, that's weird. Thanks for telling us. The Navy knew, US Navy knew about it. Obviously, they told their higher-ups, and then obviously, you know, State Department knew, and then they obviously told the person in charge of America, and they decided to not say anything. Maybe they just forgot. Maybe they couldn't remember. Yeah, why would they not remember? Oh wait, maybe Alzheimer's. Who knows? Who knows why they forgot? Maybe this had something to do with it. Happened on Wednesday. Maybe someone's son was involved. Who knows?
Come on, man.
Anyway, could be that. Who knows? It's just weird. It's weird. I mean, honestly, I think maybe we should maybe look if anybody on the submarine had any close ties to Hillary Clinton. Just saying. Just saying.
Flashback.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. Awesome show. And remember, as always, remember to hit the like, subscribe if you're on Twitter. Soon, I'll be uploading to Twitter as well. Hit the like, hit the retweet when you watch this. But most of all, please leave a comment. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, y'all. Cheers.